I mean, would you say, literally, I'm not being dramatic here, would you say that our national identity, indeed our national soul, is at stake right now? Is it gotten that prevalent?
Yes, absolutely. So what you just described, or we just talked about with education, where, Ramona went through, and I do know who she is. Yeah, she's great. And so where she went through and showed that here's the stuff they are teaching, but here's the stuff that they are no longer teaching. And earlier I used the phrase, when you asked me about this, Aufheben der Kultur, which is the original
Right.
German. What that means in English is abolish the culture. So what they're doing is
Wow.
abolishing the existing American culture and trying to replace it with this new CRT, identity politics, ultimately Marxist culture that's going to be a sustainable and inclusive future, or whatever buzzwords they want to use for it. So what they are trying to do is literally to transform our national soul, if you want to put it that way, into a new one, to make it into the new man. That's what Soviets and socialists always want to do. Man isn't suited for socialism until he's reborn as a new man. Well, the country's not suited for socialism until it's reborn as a socialist society. And so they're trying to kill off or abolish the old culture and replace it with this new culture. And that's why they're after kids, because they're
So
going to have a hard
reborn
time.
equals woke.
That's right. Reborn equals woke. Exactly. It's a cult awakening is what woke refers to. You're in the cult. And that's why you're not going to convince you. They're not going to convince me. They're not going to convince a lot of adults of a lot of this stuff. Some they do, but a lot of us are just, we go along to get along maybe, or even we just reject it and fight back. But with kids, it's different. If they can transform the next generation of kids and make them think that's just how it is through the indoctrination and the brainwashing at the schools, well, when those kids grow up and go out into the world, that's just going to be how it is. These kids aren't going to go out and run into the real world. They're going to go out and change the working world and the societal world around them to suit this new mentality until the real world comes down crashing on them, like you see with the collapse of Soviet Union, like you see with the famines that happened under Mao, like you see with the, a quarter of the population got murdered under Pol Pot in Cambodia. That's what's at stake here. But it's no understatement, or I should say no overstatement to say that they're trying to kill the national soul and replace it with this new program.